Now that you've seen what the district has accomplished over a fairly short time, we'd like to look ahead at what remains to be done. The Board of Education's Building Advisory Committee, a group of residents with expertise in construction, facilities management, and other related areas, will continue to play a key role in assisting the district as it moves forward. Members visit the buildings. Over the last 2 years, the committee has reviewed the status of each building and developed recommendations for the district. Certainly, the district's annual building upkeep and improvement operating budget, which is $516,500, and the electrical, HVAC, and plumbing operation budget of $166,250, take care of many issues. However, beyond the usual maintenance and repairs you expect with schools this old, there are several larger categories of needs that the committee has identified that cannot be fully addressed through the annual operating budget. They are accessibility, sustainability issues, increasing enrollment, Moss Field renovation and upgrades. Moss Field is the district's most prominent home field. It's located next to Hickson Middle School and includes stadium seating, a press box, and a track. Moss is where our football team plays, our cross-country and track athletes run, and traditionally where our seniors graduate each year. It's also used by marching band, cheerleaders, physical education classes, and a range of community groups that include Nearings Hall, Webster University, the Webster Groves Rec Center, Holy Redeemer Track Club, AAU Track Club, and others, including the many residents who enjoy walking and running on the track. Moss is truly a community asset. This well-loved complex dates to 1948. Unfortunately, little has been done to renovate or improve it, and it now needs attention. Structural needs, infrastructure, and accessibility issues take priority. The Board of Education has approved hiring an engineering firm to assess the situation, which should get underway in the spring. With our aging buildings, we also encounter sustainability and energy efficiency challenges regularly. Over the years, the district has made strides utilizing grants and rebates for improvements, and it continues to seek out additional opportunities for remaining needs. For instance, at least 90% of the windows in the district are outdated and leak heat and cooling. Most of our exterior doors are original to the buildings. To improve both safety and sustainability, we need to look at replacements. A bright spot in this overall picture is the new district service center on Brentwood Boulevard, purchased with money left over from the 2010 bond issue. It replaces a deteriorating, smaller warehouse on Pacific Avenue. Voters had approved spending money for a warehouse in past bond issues, but the district chose to use funds for instructional priorities. In 2010, however, the high school addition came in under budget, leaving enough money to buy a building within the district that had sat empty for several years. The district worked closely with Webster Groves officials before making an offer on the warehouse to make sure there were no interested buyers who would keep the property on the tax rolls. When such buyers failed to materialize, the district purchased it. The new service center offers many cost-saving benefits for the district, most prominently the ability to purchase in bulk beginning this summer. This will save thousands of dollars annually. The district has estimated that the savings gained will amount to more than the property taxes the district received when the building was on the tax rolls. The Service Center also houses the District Technology Department, as well as the facilities and ground staff members and their equipment, freeing up space throughout the district for instructional use. We'd like to emphasize that as we move forward, it is the district's intent to evaluate all needs carefully and address what it can as money is available. The district also faces increasing enrollment demands and has commissioned an enrollment study for this year to guide plans for the future. The final remaining project is one that touches nearly every school and scores of children and families, and that is greater accessibility for all. Throughout this presentation, you've heard repeatedly about aging buildings and aging facilities. All too often, aging means inaccessibility for people with disabilities and those with temporary injuries such as a broken ankle or leg. The district, in compliance with the Americans and Disabilities Act, does have schools at each grade level that accommodate everyone, no matter the needs.
Hi, my name is Nancy Zitzman. I'm the principal at Bristol Elementary School in the Webster Groves School District. This is a very old building. I think the original building was around the late 1800s, and since then some additions have been added. So when I came here as principal in 2007, my understanding was a student who had a physical disability who could not accomplish stairs would need to go to a different school within the Webster Groves School District. So time moved on, and I had a student join us in kindergarten who had some braces on her legs, but she was mobile and able to do the stairs. Unfortunately for that student, as time has gone on, her condition has worsened, and now in 4th grade she is wheelchair bound. So we made an attempt to have her change schools at the start of 3rd grade because we were fearful that we could not get her to her classroom or in an emergency get her out of her classroom in the time allotment that we would need. The result of that was a pretty heartbreaking meeting with parents and a large team of teachers. We did not want to move the child away from her friends and the people that she'd grown up with and have become her family and her support through her education. So we came up with an alternative plan, and that was to put a classroom on the lower level of Bristol, which is the only level of our school that is now accessible due to a wheelchair lift that was installed in 2008, I believe, when we did the construction on our new gymnasium. It's a difficult accommodation for her, number one, to stay in the same classroom for 3 years, but also for the boys and girls of her grade who attend Bristol and know kind of a rite of passage just to get to the top floor of Bristol, and they're kind of headed in the other direction. But the children have been wonderful and accommodating, and so have their parents. Very good understanding of this, but we could not accommodate another situation like this. There is no way we could have another student enter school in the same situation and use that floor again because there's only one classroom availability on our lower level. It really wasn't even designed for a classroom. It really should be used for other purposes. We're making it work in this instance. So what we would love is for our whole building to be compliant and really never have this issue at all.
Ideally, all district schools would have the resources they need to serve all children within their boundary areas. Our goal is to continue to improve Webster Grove School District schools so that they can welcome all children, no matter what the difficulty. If you have any questions or would like additional information, please call the school district at 961-1233.